Hi, I'm LARAS and in this occasion, I would like to explain about 3 types of experimental research. Okay, how many types of experimental research do you know? Yes, there are 3 types of experimental research. First, true experimental research. Second is quasi experimental research. And the third is pre-experimental research. Okay, we'll talk about the first one. The first is about true experimental research. What is true experimental research? True experimental research is one of types which has gained enormous significance in science, such as sociology, psychology, and medicine. Implied in linguistics, experimental research and studies has increased in quality to establish more reliable, qualified, and statistically measured results. And then, the true experimental research has both pre- and post-test, control groups, and random assignment. Okay guys, to easily understand about true experimental research, I give you one example of title that use true experimental research. The title that use true experimental research is Review True Experimental Research and Applied Linguistics. And then next about second experimental research. The second experimental research is, what is? Do you remember the second experimental research? Yes, the second experimental research is quasi-experimental. Quasi-experimental research is most widely used significance in science. And then in quasi-experimental research is no control groups, design composing pre-experiments, quasi-experiments, making use of control of comparison groups, and time skills design. Alright, to easily understand about the second types of experimental research, I give you again about the example of true quasi-experimental research. The example of quasi-experimental research with the title "The Use Video in Teaching English Speaking, a Quasi-Experimental Research in Senior High School in Semarang." And then the last one is about the last types of experimental research. Are you remember again about the third types of experimental research? Yes, the last experimental research is pre-experimental. Pre-experimental is a research format in which some basic experimental attributes are used while same or not. In these types, the pre-experimental research has characteristic. The characteristic is most commonly used as a cost-effectively way, and then the one-shot case find. Secondly is no control group for comparison statistic groups. Yes, that's all. And then to easy again about the third types of experimental, I give you again the title that use pre-experimental research. It is a pre-experimental study to assess the effect of administration pomegranate juice among use by the man on woman the age between 25 until 45. Okay guys, I think this is all about 3 types of experimental research. And thank you for your attention, and if you any questions, please comment below.